Assalamu alaikum. We're right now in Idlib, Syria, and we've got an exciting episode for you. We've got visitors coming in from the UK. We're going to be taking them around in Idlib and spending 24 hours with them. So join us on this vlog where we show you around Idlib, Syria. Alhamdulillah, we're finally with the One Nation Rochdale brothers. Alhamdulillah, brother Mujahid and brother Shahid. Alhamdulillah. So brother Mujahid, have you been to Syria before?
First time, Akhi. First time.
What's your perception of it before entering? Why is Syria significant to you? Tell me about your perception of the blessed land of Sham.
SubhanAllah. Obviously, as a charity, alhamdulillah, one of the first countries we worked in was Syria. When we first started, going back over 10 years ago. So I know we've always had, as a charity, we've had a connection to it. But personally, I didn't know as much as I do. With the build up to coming here, doing a bit of research, reading a bit about it, alhamdulillah. Obviously, we know about the stuff that's going on, the stuff that has been going on. And before I came, I was thinking destruction, war-torn, ruins, obviously suffering, poverty, hardship. These are the things that come into mind because alhamdulillah we've been working here for a long time. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, alhamdulillah.
Most of these kids are from very poor families, unstable families. Some of these kids were on the road begging and trying to make ends meet before they were picked up and brought here. Now alhamdulillah they come here, they sleep here, they eat here, they live here, and we'll go upstairs and show you the living
Alhamdulillah.
So this is an orphanage which was built as a sadqa jariyah for one of our One Nation volunteers, our late brother Mirban Hussein, Allah yarhamu.
لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد.
Firstly, I want to start by the hadith of Prophet
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
He said, me and the one that looks after an orphan will be like this in Jannah, and he put his two fingers together. And this is ultimately what we're trying to do. Ultimately, we're trying to attain success for the hereafter and get to Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. Now this orphan sponsorship program is unique because we connect the donor with the orphans. This is an example of one of the orphans that we're looking after. SubhanAllah, she used to live in a refugee camp in a tent, and SubhanAllah, there was an explosion in her tent. This injured her and her sister, SubhanAllah. Both of them came into the hospital, and this was in Ramadan, I remember, about 2 years ago. In Ramadan, while the mother was preparing iftar, and an explosion, she gets injured. She's actually got a false eye. I don't know if you can realize. She's lost her eye. She's lost the left eye, and this is a fake eye she has. She had so many other injuries. She was actually in the intensive care unit with me for over a month. Imagine that. Her and her sister, they were on life support. And alhamdulillah, subhanAllah, because they're orphans, we've been looking after them since that. Alhamdulillah, we're outside the 313 2.0 Institute, which is an orphanage and a boarding school for the disadvantaged children here in Syria. Alhamdulillah, this is the second orphanage that the 313 riders have done here in the blessed land of Sham. This is a place where not only the orphans stay, but they also get a full education. So these are some of the biggest refugee camps in Syria. So we're in the middle of a refugee camp on top of our orphanage, which is here in these refugee camps.
Alhamdulillah, we were here today, we witnessed the way that these brothers look after the orphans. Wallahi, it does not do justice. I can't tell you guys, this video is too short to explain to you how these brothers look after the orphans. The best way I can explain it is they look after them like they're their own children, subhanAllah. That's the way, that's the best I can explain to you, brothers and sisters. Anything you want to add, Doc?
This is a sadqa jariyah for our beloved brother, and just wanted to say these kind of projects are so important for us. SubhanAllah, we want to invest in the hereafter, and one of our regrets when the angel of death approaches us, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in the Quran, he says, we'd ask Allah for respite, for a little bit extra time, so we could go back and give in the way of Allah.
Bismillah. Alhamdulillah, this is As-Salam village. This is the project you guys donated towards in 2020, 2021. Actually, we had some of the biggest internal displacement in 2020. Some of the biggest battles took place and so many people got displaced. SubhanAllah, a lot of area was lost. So when all of those internally displaced people came, they had nowhere to go. SubhanAllah, we had people, and it was really cold that time. It was in winter and it was snowing and people were freezing to death, living under trees and so forth, SubhanAllah. So we launched the emergency housing project campaign, and from that, one of the biggest one was As-Salam village.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Shahid. As you can see, we're at the As-Salam village. Look at all the children here. There's approximately 400 to 500 homes here. I'm speaking to one of the brothers. He's informed me there's around about 1,200 children here. Subhanallah, there's about 1,200 children here. Look at them, they're having a fun day. You can see all the inflatables. Look at the smiles on their faces. This is all from your amana, your donations.
So we're in the southern region of Idlib. This is one of the frontline towns, and you can see around us so much destruction, but at the same time you can see civilians are living here. This is an area filled with women and children, and they don't have anywhere else to go. The border towns you've seen is totally saturated with refugee camps. They don't have the ability to put any more refugee camps. So a lot of these people, they are choosing to live here even though there's total destruction and they are at risk of being bombed. I mean, the front line is just here. It's 2 kilometers down the road. You can see it, and they're still living here. Children are still playing on the roads. This is the situation of the Ummah. They're forced to live in these circumstances because they have no other choice.
Our brothers and sisters are not scared to still live here. We're not scared to come here and deliver the aid. As you can see, we're stood right here where the ruins are. As you can see, it's normal to these guys. And they don't have a choice, like Doc said, but you have a choice to support them. You have a choice to help them. Please continue to support us so we can come deep inside where other people don't want to go. We are here on the ground, alhamdulillah, ready to deliver your aid, but we can't do it without your support. Please continue to support us. OneNationUK.org, 100% donation policy.
SubhanAllah, imagine if this was your child or the child of one of your loved ones. Imagine that they're dying needlessly. Wallahi, I see this every day, and that's what breaks my heart. And when I know that we can work together as a ummah and get the supplies, get the machines needed so that these babies have a chance at life.
Alhamdulillah, One Nation team, we're here delivering your mana, delivering your aid. It's 11 o'clock at night, guys. The work does not stop. We are here delivering medical aid to this hospital. Please continue to support us, and jazakumullah khair to each and every single person who already has. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from each and every single one of you.
SubhanAllah, as you can see, these machines, life-saving, life-changing.
Alhamdulillah, guys, so you've seen the equipment coming inside the hospital. It's here now. It's just about to go into the ward. Obviously, they have to sterilize it, go through the machines before it comes in. Follow me, bro, inshallah. Let me show you where it's going to go, inshallah. So this is where it's going to eventually come inside once it's fully sterile, ready to go. And it's going to make a difference, brothers and sisters. Just like as you can see here, over here, young children, mashallah. Oh, subhanallah.
2017 we delivered this sticker. And a lot of the machines here are from One Nation.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
Subhanallah.
So this is a sticker we used to use in 2017.
I can see the faded One Nation. Alhamdulillah, hanging on for dear life, though, we're still here.
Still going.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
And today we bought another 3 of these, alhamdulillah.
So these are the machines that we bought in today?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Major service. Very important.
Okay.
Abu Yusuf, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, help us for this section.
This is a big machine. This is worth about 100k.
Subhanallah.
It's 100k project.
Subhanallah.
Well, alhamdulillah, we're able to do it. We've done it in 2 hospitals so far. We're going to do another hospital.
Alhamdulillah.
This is life and death, bro.
Allah.
We're talking about someone has a heart attack. They need emergency. So what you do is you put these stents inside the heart, yeah, and you open up the heart vessels. And this is a big service, bro. Alhamdulillah, this machine
is amazing. This is a neurosurgical microscope. This machine is worth 150,000. You might think, why is it so expensive? This is for microscopic neurosurgery.
كل الشكر وكل التقدير لمنظمة ون نيشن لدعمها مشفى الجراحة التخصصي ودعمها لنا في هذه الظروف في شمال غرب سوريا. الحمد لله رب العالمين والشكر لله.
The baby garden. Where's the baby? So this is a new school that we just opened this year, alhamdulillah. It's segregated, so we have children here from the ages of 6 till about 11 right now. And inshallah our plan is to keep growing the school as the children grow up. Assalamu alaikum. We've tried to take the best of the British system and we've tried to integrate it so that it fits in with the local system, alhamdulillah. So here, alhamdulillah, all the kids are learning English as well as Arabic, as well as Islamic studies, and we've integrated Quran memorization as well in the curriculum. So it's actually a comprehensive school for bringing up a Muslim child, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, guys, so we are here in Syria, outside Project Healing. MashaAllah, Doc, you need to tell us how the people need to get involved in this amazing Sadaqah Jariyah project.
So alhamdulillah, this project, when it is fully complete, it's a very big project, 750 beds. It will become the biggest hospital in Syria, yani in the freed areas of Syria, alhamdulillah. At this stage, we've just opened the first phase of it, which is the pediatric hospital.
SubhanAllah, Abdurrahman, yani, because of the birth defects and the difficulties he was born with. A child like him, subhanAllah, would be expected to be in and out of hospital a lot. And we would want to give this child the service that we would expect our children to receive. And so alhamdulillah, the amazing donors of One Nation have been helping us with ICU treatment, helping us to provide these children with a free service and to provide them with the best service possible.
So this is Yusuf, he's in an incubator ward. He's 40 days old and he has a lot of GI complications, meaning that he's been passed from hospital to hospital. Since he's been born, all his life he's been in hospital. And we're trying our best to treat him so that he can finally go home, inshallah. And if we want to build a project that inshallah will serve the people for hundreds of years. This is the land of the Anbiya, akhi. So this blessed land of Sham has so much significance. Now what are we doing here? Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us to walk on this same land. Alhamdulillah. And not only we're walking on it, we're leaving a footprint. And we're building infrastructure. We're building, alhamdulillah, projects that, bi'idhnillah, hundreds and hundreds of years later, someone will remember us, bi'idhnillah, and say, they were those charity guys that came from the UK, came from Bangladesh, came from wherever. And they built projects like this that served the Ummah for hundreds and hundreds of years. This side is just 1/3 of the whole length of this project. So there's, imagine blocks like this, 2 more of them. And then 5 floors, subhanAllah, huge. But most importantly, Allah is seeing us. Allah is documenting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is documenting what we're doing here. And that is ultimately our objective. That we want to leave behind Sadaqah Jariyah projects so that when we're lying in our grave, so much reward is going to be coming to us. SubhanAllah, imagine that. Just think about it. Sadaqah Jariyah projects are so important, and alhamdulillah, especially projects like this. So this is an amazing opportunity for every single one of you who's watching to leave a footprint in the blessed land of Sham. So this is an amazing opportunity for every single one of you who's watching to leave a footprint in the blessed land of Sham.
We knew you brothers work hard, alhamdulillah, but we really didn't know how hard you brothers work, man. Round the clock, mashallah. It's amazing stuff to see how much projects there are, how much work you've already done, you're doing, how much work needs to be done. We didn't know the magnitude of it. Both the effects of what's happening and the work that you guys are putting in, mashallah, especially the mega hospital and things like that, the ICU units. Very, very life-changing moments for us, alhamdulillah. But yeah, before we came in, obviously we knew there's going to be hardship. We didn't know how hard it was. Definitely can say that we've seen a lot of hardship.
This is my first ever deployment. It's my first ever deployment, and the thing is, where do you start? And this is probably the best start I could have had, if I'm being honest. To enter the lands of Sham, the blessed lands of Sham. We've come across that hadith. There's numerous that talks about the blessings of this land. And subhanAllah, just the moment me stepping foot, I felt my iman just go up.
SubhanAllah.
You know, subhanAllah. The only other time I had that feeling is when I went to perform Hajj.
Now that you inshallah, are going to be going back to your home in the UK, but those children that you saw in those frontline towns, they're still going to be here. How do you feel about that, akhi? How does that make you think?
SubhanAllah, to be honest with you, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, but it also gives me strength as well, knowing that these people are very resilient. That no matter what their situation is, they still got a smile on their face. They're still making the best of it. And we'll go back to our home comforts. And the reason why they're still here and they're still living in them conditions is because the reality is that's their home comfort. And they're used to this situation. And it just shows the strength and character of these people, subhanAllah. Like we said, the land is blessed, but the people are also blessed.
So a lot of things is going on. But personally, I didn't know a lot about this situation. We know from the news coverage, very little. We know some people are dying, somewhere is bombing, but when it showed, it was amazing. So, I mean, it's difficult to express by the word, actually. So it should be, you feel from your inner heart. Feel from your inner heart.